Hello everybody, this is Rob Muffet. Guys, this video is going to be about cans. Your cans. I don't know, that sounds like a Red Fox album from the '60s. A party album. I don't think anybody's old enough to remember that. Maybe we should start over. This video this video is about lazy Susans and can racks. If you've been watching my videos, the last few videos I've been organizing my apartment, and I needed something to hold the cans. So this video is going to be talking about organizers, can racks, and lazy Susans. I ordered some, and also I'll show you ones you can make. Let's get started. This is one of the can racks I ordered for the cans, and this is the lazy Susan. The can rack was like $18, $19. This is $9, but you can make a lazy Susan. I made a video back in 2014. Goodness, almost 6 years ago. For about $3, you can make one of these guys. You got a little screwdriver and a jigsaw. But I bought some, and we're going to show you how they worked out and see what you think. So this is my kitchen. It's getting organized, don't you think? Compared to what it used to look like. I didn't have room to put stuff on the counter. So little by little, things are working out. Of course, some things aren't working out. You may notice there's no video in this video. There's just photographs. That's because all three of my Canon S100s have crapped out on me. They've all got the dreaded lens error thing where they all just stick out and they won't go back in. That's what she said. They were. I ordered a new lens. I can repair them maybe for like $50. We'll see what happens. So right now, I'm just taking some still photos with my Canon ELPH and using no screenshot. So there's the lens I'm going to be replacing. So this is the can rack, and I had to laugh when I saw the ad. This looks like John Candy. I love John Candy. Of course, a little closer, doesn't it? But for a minute, I said, that's John Candy. I really like this product. And then it says, this would be a great way to keep all those canned goods organized. What do you mean would? It should be. It will be. It is. Don't say would. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. This whole thing made me laugh. But it's comes pretty quick. It's 17.36 inches. The length this way, it's deep or wide, it's 13.27 inches, and high, it's 13.5, which is an important piece of information. And when it's all together, I'll show you how to put it together. It's real simple. It's basically 3 horizontal parts and 2 vertical sides. And if you purchase 2 of these, you can stack them one on top of each other. But we didn't do that. I didn't do that. I just got one. Want to see how it worked out for about 2. But it's very sturdy. You can stack 2 if you needed to. I thought this was funny. I thought these were all rolls of toilet paper. I said, what is other cans? So, okay, here you go. Let's talk about pros and cons of the can rack. One thing about the can rack is that if you have all different types of cans, you're going to have a difficult time because you won't be able to see easily inside. It's good for items that are identical. You can just put them in rows and everything's going to be the same. Also, when I bought this, I thought it was going to be like one of those first in, first out deals where you put something on top and just rolls down to the bottom, and you can constantly get the freshest, the newest one, or I should say the oldest one, so you don't have some old stuff going expired up here somewhere. But you can't really do that. Once you assemble this rack, you have to push the cans in from the front because you can't get around to the back and reach anywhere. Also, if you put this on a shelf, anything behind the shelf is going to be inaccessible because this is very heavy, difficult to move around. I mean, you can do it, but like right now, the stuff I have behind there is something I don't really want to have to use in a while because it's going to be difficult to access. Also, I blocked off all access on the other side of the pantry. However, the carousels, because they're smaller, you could easily put in different types of cans and find them easily. Even the ones in the center that are hidden, you could just remember you've got soup in the middle and something, so you'd always know what you have. And once you take one of the cans out on the side, you'll be able to see what's in the center anyway. So The racks themselves, they're very sturdy. They hold 36 regular size cans, and this is how they're assembled. They have little hooks. There's no screws or bolts or springs or anything crazy. It's a very simple, well-designed item, actually. Hooks on both sides of the level rack that go onto the side. The assembly is very easy. But there's one trick. Once you get all them, the first bottom one on, then the middle one on, and you put the top one on, I had put this in first and then went to put this in. There was no room and I couldn't get it in, and I was getting aggravated. Well, not aggravated, but it was concerned that it wasn't working. So then I put this one in first and then went over here, and I had enough room to push it in over this bar and then pop it down on. So if you assemble yours, when you put your top shelf on, put the small hook in, or the hook in on the small side here, and do the larger size or area last, and it'll assemble very easily, and then it's quite sturdy. And these are little dividers. They just pop in. They don't really do that great of a job, but they're good enough, I guess. And you just start assembling from the front, and like I said, with the rack, it's good to assemble all items that are the same, like tomato, corn, beans, and so on, so you don't have anything hidden down there and you don't know what's missing. And now, if you want to have cans of a different size, these size cans you hold 36 in a rack. If you have soup cans, you can get like 5 in a row, and they don't fall off too easily. You can also get 5 in a row using the regular size cans, but they're going to be balancing up here, and they're going to fall off and break your toe. they're going to fall off and break your toe. Trust me. Also, just as an experiment, I saw how the large cans would fit, and you can only fit 3 in a time, and they don't go into the racks down below. So basically, this rack will hold 36 regular size cans, 45 of the soup cans, and about 9 of the large cans on top. They won't go down to the bottom. And if you want to stack this rack, you can purchase another one and then get a similar amount of cans in the next one. But you need to have some storage space where this rack would fit. And I was a little bit stupid because I didn't measure. My father was a master carpenter, and he always said you measure twice, cut once. I didn't even measure once. I said, that looks pretty high. It's 13 inches. It's got to fit. No, it didn't fit. So I was lucky it could fit on my top pantry shelf. This is just to show you how it fits, or in the cans on the counter. This is not where it's going to be kept. It's going to be kept in the pantry. And if you use larger cans, it's going to be actually taller. So you got to be very careful about what's your size of your shelves. And I'll give the dimensions in the video description. So that's kind of it for the rack. Now for also if you have all different types of cans, you can put them on the top and see them easily. But just when they're down below, you can't too easily at all. Now, I do like the way it looks. It feels like you've got things organized. You've got things going on. You know, you're really taking care of business. Now, I had built some wooden Lazy Susan, some carousels that fit in my cupboard. The cupboard was an odd size. It's not 12 inches. It's not 12 inches deep. It's 11 3/4. So I had to make my carousel that size so it would fit and the door would shut. And because if it's 12 inches, it's going to stick out. And I'm willing to bet yours is probably going to stick out because most cabinets are not going to be exactly 12 inch. I bet most of them are going to be a little bit under. So you want to make real sure how deep your shelves are. If you're planning on putting this in something that's going to be closed with a door, you can see how much is sticking out. Now, that's how much the door sticks out. Now, you also can get other size carousels that will fit more cans. This was a bamboo one. I forgot how much I paid for it. It might be as much as the rack, but it's pretty sturdy. You can see how much larger it is. But that's an advantage of the ones that are flat. Notice the carousel or lazy Susan I made, it's made out of plywood, but there's no rim around the edge. Because there's no rim, I can actually put a can to where a little bit is sticking off the edge. So I can fit more cans on my lazy Susan than I can on the one I did for $8.99. You see here, the my carousel or lazy Susan I made, there's no rim on the edge. This one has a rim. Also, this lazy Susan, the surface here is bowed. It's not completely flat. I don't know why. I can understand why it has this rim because it reinforces the lazy Susan, but the fact that this surface here isn't completely 100% flat, it causes the cans to tilt just a little bit. And when you're trying to stack cans on top of one another, one can after another, once you get over three cans, you want something flat. You don't want something that's a leaning tower of pizza. So it doesn't do too bad for 2, but once you get to 3, it gets a little bit iffy. So I put some soup cans in the middle to see how many I could get. And I got, 27, 28, 20. This is 31 cans, but 3 or 4 cans in the middle are the soup cans. You normally would get 27 regular sized cans. But I was able to get a soup can in the middle. Now, just for fun, I saw how many total I could get without them completely falling off, and I would get 36, which is how much the rack holds. But you would have to find some place that you could slide this and be on the shelf, also some place that you wouldn't have to worry about your feet getting toes broken when these fell off, because this is not right. I mean, it's not going to work out. Unless you're really bored and you're just looking for something to make your day interesting, have stuff fall off all the time. I don't know. This isn't a good idea. So, like I said, the rack, once you place it in your shelf, anything behind your shelf is going to be inaccessible. And also it's going to block stuff on the side. You can push it around a little bit, but it's just not going to be as handy as the carousel. The carousel's smaller, easier to move around, but only holds half the amount. But you can see where this lip reduces the amount of cans you can put on there. Not by a lot, but a little bit. But once you get it set up, it looks kind of nice, kind of organized. But I also found out that I had a linen closet, or have a linen closet, and I realized that the linen closet, where can we go? Over here. The shelves are perfect. They're not very deep. They're only less than 11 inches deep, but they're not very high, so you don't get in so many cans you can't see what's going on, where stuff is hidden and so on. So I took all my linen out of the linen closet and just made the linen closet into a storage for cans and food goods, food items. And it works out pretty good. I mean, I'm still using the other shelves with the rack and the Lazy Susans, but for the extra stuff, of course I got my Mormon stuff, the number 10 cans in the other room and boxes in the corner. But the daily stuff that I normally use throughout the year fits fine in the linen closet and on the other shelves. And also it goes all the way to the top of the shelf. You can almost not have any room for cobwebs. So you don't realize how messy your house is till you start taking high resolution photographs. Yeah, the linen closet is the way to go for storing cans, if you ask me. But if you don't have one, the $9 Lazy Susans and racks might be a little bit cheaper. Also, the Lazy Susans are great for accessing stuff that is hard to get at. This is my refrigerator, and this area is hard to get anything. So if you put stuff on your Lazy Susan, then it's easy to rotate it and get stuff. So, but you may end up deciding to make your own because you may not find the right sizes. That way you can close your cabinets. So guys, I know this is what you've been waiting for. This is a video I did with the elf. Hear the trademark Canon clicking noise? Well, guys, I hope that was something that's helpful to you. If you're interested in cans, or if you're interested in decluttering and organizing and Lazy Susans and can racks and all sorts of good stuff. All right, guys, I put new videos on every week. Been doing it for 13 years. Got close to 800 videos. Got a bunch of cool people I feature down here that never do videos on can racks. They never. And got a bunch of playlists on stuff I really think is cool. And like I said, new videos every week. Over 800. Been doing it for 13 years. And come back, got more stuff. And every week. Never know what you're going to find. All right, guys. Take care and go listen to some Red Fox Party albums if you can find them.